See over there, there's a big rock, and on that rock is a plaque. So I'll read the plaque to you guys. So what it says here is Essa's first settlers. In 1826, George Dinwiddie and his wife, the Thomas Duff family, and Samuel McLean, all from the county of Monaghan, Ireland, walked from York via Yonge Street across the Great Swamp to Essa Township. They settled on this property, deeded to Dinwiddie by the Crown, until Duff and McLean took up land in concessions 9 and 8 immediately to the west. The original log cabin, the birthplace of William Dinsbury, the first white child born in Essa, subsequently served as a church, school, Orange Lodge, and council meeting place. The first brick residence in the township, built on this farm in 1843, was destroyed by fire in 1906, and the present house was constructed on the same foundation the following year. So guys, this here is erected by the Essa Historical Society with assistance of the Ontario Ministry of Culture and Recreation, 1981. So there you go, you have it right there, guys, a little bit of history. And again, if there's more information, I will stick it to the screen for all to see. But this is the property here. This is a vast farm piece of property. You can see somebody is utilizing the land for soybeans, is what it looks like to me. But with that said, guys, I'm going to shut this video down. I'm not going to walk you all the way in there. It's a bit of a walk, so I'm going to drive in. But I will throw my drone in the air and get you guys a nice, short, but sweet aerial view. I'm not the best with the drone, but just bear with me, guys. And then we'll take a walk around the property, show you the house, show you the barn, several buildings on this property you'll see when you look at the aerial view. But with that said, guys, I have Paul with me today, and we're going to do this together. So I'll see you guys in the sky. Wow, what a beautiful day out here in the country. So I am back, I am parked, and I am getting ready to do a drone view of this place, so you guys can just see how great this place is, how much property is involved here. And yeah, man, just a great, hope you guys enjoy the video, man. But stick around. I'm going to throw this drone of mine in the sky and just do a quick overview of the place, show you guys really just all the buildings on the property. You can see them fantastically from the sky. So with that said, guys, I'm going to shut this video off for now, but I'll be right back in a moment. So stick around. Okay, guys, we are airborne. So I'm just going to play around with this drone a little bit here and see if I can't get you guys the best view of this place. So I'm going to move it this way. Try to center it over the property. And you can see there's a barn. It's got some bales of hay in it. And there's your 3 different grain silos there. And the large, you can see that very large cow barn right there, the dairy barn right there. So this is a dairy farm, guys. I'll just swing it around a bit so we can get to the house. And I'll just hover kind of above the house when I find it here. Where the hell is this house? Another couple of buildings there. I think those are just sheds for maybe equipment, tractors, and maybe a garage to fix some equipment maybe. But the house should be over here somewhere. Right there, I believe. There's that house right there, guys. So I am going to fly over that house a little bit here. So just bear with me, and then I will point this camera down directly above it right there. So now you can see kind of the L shape of this house. Again, like it was said earlier, guys, this is the aerial view, but it is on the original foundation of the original house that was historically here. The original brick house, guys. There was a log cabin here before this, but this here is on the actual foundation of the brick house, or the original brick house that burnt down, and this one was built on top of that foundation. So there's a lot of historical value here. So at first I was really thinking they would tear this place down, but I'm not too sure about that now, because it might have some historical significance. But I do believe it was bought up by some developers. So maybe that rock that we looked at back there is the only thing that's going to be left here of this place. Because when I show you the inside of this house, you will see that there is significant damage from, well, people just don't give a damn. They want to come here and they want to smash windows. They want to just destroy everything they see for some reason. But with that said, guys, I'm going to go up high with this thing and give you kind of its best view I can, and then I'm going to bring it back down and we will start this walk. I don't mean to drag this video out, guys, but I want to give you all the information and everything I can on this farm. And there we go. This is the place here, guys. As you can see, sheds, house, barns, everything in here. So with that said, guys, I am going to just pan out and do a circle here so you can see the entire area of this place. And just do a quick circle here. You can see just farmland everywhere you look, right? So, but with that said, guys, I'm going to land this drone and we will get busy. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that drone view I just showed you guys. So with that said, guys, I'm going to hit the barn first. We're going to check out that barn. It's a very large dairy barn. There's a bunch of sheds I'm going to show you guys, as well as a nice little what do you call them, the wishing well here. So with that said, guys, I'm going to stop this, flip it, and just show you everything that I can show you in this place, man. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you're still watching this point, let me know in the comments. I appreciate it. And see you in there, guys. Okay, welcome back. Again, this is Silent Ruins. And right here is the barn that you've seen from the air. Over there's the house. This is your well for water that goes into the house. And over here is a nice little wishing well. Or maybe it was an original well at one time that they used to get water out of and then just filled it in with dirt when they had that well put in. So let's start with the barn. And we're going to go to every building here that I can. I don't want to make the video too long. I feel it might be already too long with the aerial view and stuff and a little commentation. So right here is the entrance to the barn. There's a couple of entrances here. It's a little dark in here. I'm going to zoom out so we can get the full view of this place. This, I don't know what this is. I think it may be like maybe an office at one time in this barn. You can see there's a big weird kind of a chart up here, like almost like a dartboard, but it's got the months and stuff on it. And there's some things written on these here. I'm not sure what it says. But yeah, this would be probably something to do with maybe how much milk they're producing, I would think. Yeah, so pretty neat. It's the first time I've ever seen something like that in a barn. I've been through a lot of barns. But yeah, this probably would have been the office. There's a bench maybe for, or slash lunchroom maybe. I don't know. So, but crazy. There's your bulletin board. They probably had workers. And it says here they were a Gen Corps member. But let's get in here. Check out this barn. There is swallows flying around in here. That's typical barn swallows. You know what? I feel like somebody's been here in here like since the last time I was here, because this sliding door was not completely smashed out of here, but now it is. It really disturbs me when people come in and destroy these places. I don't know what it is about smashing windows, but people love doing it. It seems. You can see there's a lot of bird nests here. That just shows you like how many years. This has been abandoned for quite a few years. So, but I'm just gonna step outside here for a moment. There's the cattle ramp where you would maybe bring the cattle in on this ramp. The truck would back up to it, and the cattle would be corralled right into the barn there. Or vice versa, if they were taking maybe a cow to the butcher to a sale, that would be done the same way, just in reverse. But yeah, I'm not sure what this room is. Maybe like a electrical room, it looks like. And there is a bathroom here. It's very hard to see because it is dark, but there is a lot of electrical panels here. Some water heater, hot water heater, and some other things here. A big door here. So there's some shelving that had some stuff on it. I'm not sure what this is, but we could certainly try to view that on the camera. I don't know if you can see that at home. But yeah, pretty cool. Some more stuff up here. It's still here in this place. Some paints and stuff, it looks like. Some oil stain. Yeah, pretty. I love checking out barns. I don't feel like a lot of people like to see barns, but I really love to see barns. And this particular barn is like pretty advanced for its time, I think, or at least it would have been top. It has these gutters, manure gutters, that automatically, you can see these like pulley system here that would go around. And instead of manually cleaning these gutters with a pitchfork, this here would do it for you and actually bring all that manure out to a conveyor that is then shooting it into a big concrete area that where they would then utilize it for fertilizing the fields. This is a corner grate here that would cover the mechanism. I don't know if this whole thing would have been covered. It probably would have been for cows not to step in there. Now this is where you would have the cows hooked up. Probably they had some sort of collars on them, and they would just hook it on there. This is your water mechanism here. They would stick their nose in there and push down on a lever, and it would automatically fill those little troughs with water. Now this pipe system you see around this place, I'm guessing that is what the milk traveled through. That's exactly what I'm guessing. So they would hook the milk machines to these cattle, and from there they would travel through these pipes into a large tank, stainless steel vat of tanks, and then the milk truck would come and take that milk away, and it would end up on your shelves. Did you go down this way? I did yesterday. Oh, like cow trail thing, it's a bridge. Yeah, I seen that yesterday. Yeah, but if you go off, you'll see there's other foundations. Yeah, and there's also that hay barn back there. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna go through there in a moment. I'm gonna go down here, show everybody at home where this manure ends up. See, I don't know if your TikTok going there. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, these are all automated gutters. The cows would shit in there, And these things would just circle around, take all this manure out this way. If you follow me, you'll see where it goes. Yeah, there's a lot of barn swallows in here. Yeah, it's a lot better coming to these places in the daytime. Look at the amount of bird nests in this place, eh? Isn't it crazy? But right here, guys, you can see right here where it exits the barn. And it goes up here and right over that little, up that little ramp there and right off into a pit. And from there, like I said earlier, guys, that is how they would utilize it for um, fertilizing the fields. Yeah, that's where they get that term from, right? Probably full of shit. But there's a larger cattle pen here. I don't know. I don't know this farm very well, so I'm not sure. I did grow up on a dairy farm when I was small, but we didn't do it for long. So I'm going to go this way and take see, here's another one of these steel grates that go over this manure so people can walk or you can drive over it with tractors. But people have been in here really making a mess. Here's a shotgun shell. Now, do you know how these things work, Paul? These here? They used to have levers in them, eh? And well, these are automatic. They look like they got like a float in them. But they used to have the old ones. They had like a push down thing. And when the cow stuck his nose in there, it would turn the water on. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, look at this, guys. All right, this is where all the grain happens. And right there is a feeding schedule. Still on the wall, guys. Still on the wall. And in here, I don't know what this section would have been. It might have been for where they kept like calves, maybe. In here, maybe. I'm not sure. But here's your on-off system for the feeding of the grain. And again, it's all conveyor done. You know, this is probably your feed hopper here. That would and there's your broken conveyor belt right there. And over here too, the same thing. Conveyor up there with the motor on it from some of these big grain bins that you can see here. But yeah, crazy, eh? The sophistication in farms, like even I've seen some now that are just completely automated, and it's just amazing. I mean, it sucks if you needed a job, but because they're all automated now, I don't even think they have workers. They even have robots cleaning the manure and putting it into a pit. But here's one of the grain bins, probably all full of mice and stuff, I would guess. I'm surprised this place isn't like populated in rats and mice with all the grain that's left in these bins. But let's go down here and see this walkway that Paul was talking about. There's another conveyor that's no longer on this bin. So it would come from this bin over here, this green bin here. So yeah, this is the walkway. I don't know if it was used to, I think it was used to offload cattle as well. Maybe a newer version of it, of that thing, the wooden version. Because when we walk to the end, you'll see it's a hell of a drop. So it looks like it might have been probably at one time level with the cattle trucks. And again, it could have been used for grain too, because you can see. Well, there's manure here, guys. There's like cow patties and stuff. But well, I guess they didn't bring cattle in this way, but maybe some sort of another grain, maybe barley or something, or hay. You can see the hay bales back there. And over here is an equipment barn. You can see that from here, guys, but I'm not going to go in there right now. I'm going to probably jump down there, maybe. No, I'll go in the barn there, check it out. So, I don't know if people are still watching this video. Some people they're not in the long videos, but if you are still watching by chance, let me know in the comments if you love seeing the old barns, or or if you just prefer to see the abandoned houses. I like to try to get everything that's in here because it's all a part of this farm, and it all, even without the historical value of this piece of property, this stuff itself has historic history to it. Somebody built this barn. Somebody brought in all these silos. Somebody had to pour concrete in here, lots of it. So this barn is empty. So we'll go back this way. But what a gorgeous, gorgeous day it is here. Just outside of Cookstown, Ontario, Canada. Look at the size of these grain bins, everybody. I've been here several times. I really like this place. And I've actually got several videos of this place. I just haven't uploaded them because they just weren't right for me at the time. But look at the vastness of these grain bins, man. There's a big bird up there too. A big hawk or something. See if I can get that hawk on camera if he's still around. Look at this, guys. Soybeans. Everywhere you can see is soybeans. So my guess, somebody's probably leasing the land and using it to, grow their soybeans. Now they do feed cattle soybeans, as well as they use it in a lot of like non-meat products. You can see the soybeans growing there, guys. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there's some soybeans growing already. I believe they're soybeans. Oh, anybody begs to differ, they can certainly let me know in the comments. But really having a hard time catching my breath out here. It's so vast, and I put a mask on after doing the intro just because of the house itself and the amount of feces that's in there. I will take the mask off when I get out of there, or out of here, and I will talk to you guys again face to face. I don't usually do that, but I figured I'd give it a try. And you can see my hippie hair. And yeah, sad day, or sad couple of weeks here with Ozzy passing away. He was a legend for sure. One of my favorite artists of all time. So that's sad. Very sad. But I am certainly getting to that age where I will end up watching all of my favorites pass away. Like, I grew up basically in the 80s. Like, I was born in the 70s, but basically my youth was spent in the 80s and 90s. So I grew up with bands like Guns N' Roses, all the good bands, Black Sabbath, all those great bands. And I grew up in the era of action movies, not reality TV like this. The A-Team, Knight Rider, all the great shows, the Dukes of Hazzards. I just love those shows when I was a kid. And now, like I was saying earlier, I don't mean to ramble on, but I get to watch my heroes move on to the next world. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger was one of my big heroes. Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, you know, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chuck Norris, all those action heroes. I loved action movies. I still do. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great new actors as far as action and stuff goes, but they just don't do the action TV shows anymore, like the hour long, 20, 30 episode TV shows anymore. Nowadays, you got stuff like that, like Netflix and Prime, that you're lucky if they even bring out another season. And if they do, how hard could it be to do a 12 episode season and not bring it out every year? Sometimes you got to wait 2-3 years or longer for another season. That's ridiculous. You've forgotten all about the show even existed. But enough of that, about that, guys. This is the house that we're looking at here. So you guys seen it from the air. Now you're going to see it up in person. And I'm wearing a mask because I put one on because there's probably a lot of like contaminants in this place as far as mice and birds go. So again, I apologize if I sound like I'm breathing heavy. It's just very hot out here and it's very hard to do these things with a mask on. But you're looking here, this is the garage. It's a fairly large garage, looks like a 2.5 car garage or something like that. But let's walk in there. There was something in here one night that we came here and it was hissing at us. Possibly a possum or a raccoon, maybe. It sounded like it was up in this area. So I don't know if it's still up here, but it sounded like it was coming from right in there, guys. Maybe a raccoon or something was up there. So I really don't want to get too close to it. Here we are. Let's go outside here. I just want to kind of show you this. I never got to this before. It's just a fenced in area here. And kind of a strange little, I don't know if I'd call it a gazebo, but it is just crazy. Like you can see the tree growing right through this place, through this thing. Look at it here. But it was probably a nice place where people could sit and just relax. There was a little place here. I think that probably was filled with sand for kids to play. And this is the back side of the house. You can see here, it's like I said from the air, it's an L-shaped house. An old barbecue there. But look at these trees going right through this, these steps on this on this gazebo type thing here. I'll walk right up there. But yeah. So you can see here, there was a pool down there at one time. And this went to the back. Oh, this is what this was, a pool. It was an above ground pool. And this is your deck area for the pool. Crazy. I didn't know that before, but here it is. Yeah. So the kids would jump in that pool. You know, this tree definitely wasn't here then, or it wasn't branched out like this. But I always say nature will come back and eventually take everything back that was nature's before. So there's a nice little fence here to keep probably the kids in or people out of their pool. So. Hey Paul, this was a pool deck. Yeah, there's a pool, like it used to be an above ground pool there. I didn't know what this was. I thought it was like a place where people put like lawn chairs and just relax in the sun. But look at this tree growing right through the steps. Isn't that something? Sorry guys, I just got off track there. Was talking to Paul. Look at this tree growing right in my way. I'm gonna have to go around it now. But so guys, I have another channel too. It's called Roadside Cemeteries. I haven't done anything on it in a little while, but I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do an episode I think that everybody will like. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's gonna be a You know, was it a murder or was it accidental death? This poor woman, she ended up dead. Let's face it, she ended up deceased, and um, there's speculation that it was a homicide, and there's also the other side that was saying it just happened. So you guys can check that out. Probably at some point this week after I edit it. Once I get it done, I'll edit it, and I will put it on my Roadside Cemeteries channel, which you can find in the main menu of this channel. But with that said, let's go inside. Let's check out this. Oh, as you can see, it's in disrepair now. It's been left for so long just to rot away. It would have been a really nice house. Like you got something here for maybe shoe storage or something. I don't know what you'd put in there. But this is your laundry room, basically. You got a lot of closets here, a lot of shelving, and that would have been your wash basin thing. And right there would have been where your washer and dryer hooked up. You can see the dryer hook up over there in the corner. And then from there, you would enter the house through this door here. So we will shut this, and I will give you just a little bit of show you, like, here, I'm home, guys. Yeah, look at that. I'm in. And this first place you come into is the kitchen. Yeah, somebody broke a mirror there, so somebody's got some bad luck for a while. But they just love breaking stuff, hey? People love it. I don't know why. But you got the, which would have been, they had money. Whoever had this farm had some money, because, man, these would have been cost a bit of money to have an in-counter type oven. And up here might have been like for plates, and I don't know what would have been up there, maybe serving plates, I don't know, and maybe some pots and pans up there for the oven. I'm not really sure. But down here you can see there's also some storage down there for stuff. You have a dishwasher, just a ton of cupboard space in this kitchen, man. I would have loved to have been in this place, minus the farm work. I'm not big on that, but man, just to have as a beautiful country home, this would have been great back in this day. Over here to the left, we got the pantry, which would have been where you stocked up on your dry goods, rice, stuff like that, cereals. And you have a light switch here, guys, on and off. It doesn't work. And this is the other side of where I was, by the pool. And you can see you'll see when I get through here that people have graffitied this place pretty badly. And this is where you look outside to somewhat of a porch that used to be here, and it's a concrete porch. I'm parked right over there, but you can see all the canopy that's grown up, foliage in this place that's just growing up everywhere, guys. That's what happens when places sit like this, is the nature takes over, man. And this looks like a window from the kitchen to the living room that maybe you would have talked to people, passed food through, but they somehow ended up with a cupboard there. I don't know why, but yeah. You can see the flooring's coming up here, guys. So you can see here, all this flooring is coming up. I'll put that back. I don't want to be part of the destruction of the place. But this actually goes around and you come back out this way. So I'm going to walk through here. I'll just do a quick circle here. Another little storage area under the stairs. And some bookshelves here. This probably would have been maybe, I don't know, I could see myself in here with a recliner, a couch, maybe a good book, sitting in front of that fireplace on a cold winter's night. Just really, really thanking God for shelter, on a very, very cold, blistery night. Like, I grew up in Nova Scotia, Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, where we had some of the most brutal winters you could ever see in this country, other than the up north probably. But I remember my father going out. We had a farm there, and my dad, who's still alive, he's he's what is he, almost 96, and he's still as active as crazy. But my side of the family really lives long, so it's maybe a curse, maybe not a curse. I don't know. Depends on what you do with your life. But I remember him going out, and we had horses and cattle. He had to go out with a pickaxe and bust open the ice on the creek or on the water bins for them in the very cold nights and days. I don't know what this room is, guys. I don't know if you guys know at home maybe what this is. Maybe it was a bedroom. I almost think it was like where somebody else maybe lived, because maybe somebody that was helping or something like that, because you can see here, this was over here in the wall, but it's kind of a weird fridge. I'm gonna see if I can put it up on its back and we can see what this thing is. So guys, hold on a minute. I'm gonna put this staring at the wall for a second. Please don't leave. Now we'll try to lift this up and put it back basically where it was, so you guys can actually see it. There we go. But look at this. I've never seen anything like this. It has a sink and 2 burners and a fridge, like a little mini fridge here. And there's your fuses for it, old school fuses. I've never seen anything like that ever in my entire days of doing this, or in my life, just living in general. So yeah. But so that's what makes me think it might have been maybe some help lived here or something, or maybe a little place to look at the bird nest up here, guys. Sorry to interrupt, but there is bird nests all over this place. That's your front door right there, guys, and your closet for your coats, and maybe mittens and hats up there. Let's go down here. I know there's a bathroom down here, and then we'll go upstairs. That's the upstairs there. And this is your bathroom, guys. So I am going to stop this video. I have to turn it back on so my light works for this. It's very dark in this bathroom. There we go, guys. We have light now. I believe it's recording. I'm going to double check, because I was here yesterday and I did not end up recording the whole time I was in here, which is part of the reason why I came back today. Yes, we are recording at 0.5, so you guys can get the best possible view. So here, look at the fabric. They use fabric on these shower curtains. Crazy. And even the window has fabric blinds or whatever. But you can see this here only goes part way. Look at this, just to where the shower head is. That's pretty cool. So you shower in there, and this comes right across. Well, it goes to 2 of them. Sorry guys, I don't mean to drag this out, but yeah, very cool. Look at this. And there's your storage. I don't know how you'd ever reach it. You need a little stool or something. But another storage, and a fairly big bathroom here, as you can see, with lots and lots of storage. There's your toilet. Lots of stuff there, guys. Just crazy the amount of storage. And this bathroom here, like, I'm used to little tiny bathrooms, but I'm going to turn this light off and restart this. There we go. And we are recording again, guys. So I just hope the volume's working on this right now, because last night I came in here and I had no volume when I got home on any videos. So yeah, let's go upstairs. Check it out. Making fucking videos, part 1. Yeah. You can see people have torn out the banister. and a lot of graffiti up here. So people just, I don't know, I say this all the time, but I like to leave places the way I found them. No more, no less. And here's a bedroom here, guys. It's very, very big bedrooms in this place. And a closet, small closet. But this is your bedroom. This would have been your view from out here. Right there, guys. There's your view. Not much of a view with the trees in the way. But I'm trying to avoid some of the graffiti in here. Some of the hate graffiti. This, I will guess, is the master bedroom. It is big. Has a separate set of stairs. I always think this is, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I always think this is because the children would sleep here and they did not want to wake any children when they went to bed later. So I always like to think that these are for that purpose. They could be maybe for fire reasons, I don't know. But I like to think that. And so you guys can kind of get the gist of where I am in this house. Upstairs, there's the pool again, the pool area. And over here is a big jacuzzi, bathtub, and closets, and a toilet. One of those plug-in pump toilets there. I don't even know if they're relevant anymore, but this was not propped up before. I wonder if somebody was taking a piece off it for their own, or why it's propped up. Maybe because of the infestation, maybe raccoons were in there, for whatever reason. So this is your bathroom. And there's a hole through the wall that somebody put. And out there is a roof of the garage. So if you guys can picture that in your minds, where I am in this house and what it overlooks. But let's go check out the last few bedrooms here. And then I will say goodbye to everybody until the next video. Here's another bedroom full of graffiti. There's your closet there, guys. Yeah, weed. Somebody likes their weed. Don't drink and drive. Park and spark. So this would have been a children's room, you can see, with the little cows and chickens and pigs. I don't know what they're called, little banister, or I'm not sure what they're called right now, guys, but yeah. And Shayla was here, I guess. So, and somebody put, there's a little tiny bathroom for when you got up in the middle of the night, you would have to go to the bathroom. You do it there instead of going downstairs. And these are the final two bedrooms right here. And there's a kind of a weird book here, guys. It's kind of a, like a, I don't know if it's what kind of book it is, but it's got doll face singing, making stuff like puppets and stuff, eh? That's crazy, man. Yeah, it's got jazzing up sing along, spoons, drums, cooling. Must be like a camping guy, maybe scouts or something, eh? I'm not sure. Yeah. Take a look at this book. I'll put it back where I found it, but I might take some pictures of it. I don't know. But this is one of the, almost the final bedroom here. It's actually got two windows in it. So you can see what's coming from both sides of the house here. You're not going to see much because there's trees everywhere, but they wouldn't have been here when this place was active. There's the pool again. Yeah. So, yeah, crazy, eh? And there was a bird nest here. Somebody knocked it down. You can see that. So with no further ado, I will, this is your hall, guys. This is where the main area where you walk up to all the bedrooms. But then there's a window that outlooks whatever. There's the highway, I guess. And this is the final bedroom here. So this is it, guys. This is all you're going to get today. I might do a little exit on the way out and another bird nest here. See? So there you go. And two closets, maybe for a boy and a girl. or whatever. But yeah, it's 2 closets. Actually, I guess it's 1 closet, but I don't know why it's got 2 doors on it. But with that said, guys, I want to thank everybody that watches these videos, sorry. And I almost stepped right over that to get on the stairs because somebody smashed the whole banister for this place. But yeah, I want to thank everybody that watches these videos, everybody that likes, everybody that subscribes. I want to thank all of you. And YouTube is really intuitive these days. I know a lot of people complain, including me, about the algorithms, but I kind of now I've watched a few of my own videos. I kind of understand what's going on. So let's check out the front door here. I do like some new features on YouTube. One of them that I've seen is, sorry guys for the noise. There's your front door at one time. Look at it now. There's all these little weed things, guys. Little trees of sorts. So let's close this door. I don't want to leave it open. Even though this place has already been destroyed, we will close it anyways. Yeah, for people that live in different countries, they have automatic captions now for all these languages. So people like myself that don't get to travel to other lands, I like to watch YouTube videos on places like that. And now people can watch videos of Canada, like through me or through other creators that are here in Canada as well. And they can actually understand what is being said somewhat. I don't know if it's a perfect translation, but it will translate it into multiple languages for people, and even do like me speaking in other languages. I believe is something new on there too. So you don't just have to read; you can listen as well. So I want to thank all of my American subscribers and my Japanese subscribers, the people in the Ukraine. Some people there are watching. Anywhere in the world where people are watching my video, I want to thank you guys and just continue to watch. And I will continue to bring you these videos. But I'm pretty much out of here now, so I'm going to cut this video soon. I just want to remind everybody again to maybe check out my other YouTube channel, Roadside Cemeteries. If you like cemetery walks, mixed in with some stories, and just plain cemetery walks as well, that channel is for you. Canada is unlike most countries that I've seen videos on, especially the United States of America. We look after our cemeteries here. It is municipality done, government done, and they are immaculate. You could have a picnic in our cemeteries. They're so clean and well kept. So if you want to see some great, well kept cemeteries, check out that Roadside Cemeteries video, guys. So I'm gonna find this house again. I'm gonna leave you with the view of the house, and I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. I hate ending these videos. I like doing them so much that I hate putting an end to them, but I have to do that. It's already way too long. So right there, guys, is the house. So yeah, but let me just stop and switch this around for you guys.